All right, everybody, we are back with the online fantasy draft franchise. Now, the very first play, we have a false start, and from here, the game gets worse. So much worse. But here we go. We start off with a screen pass trying to get back those yards, and that goes nowhere. We actually lose yards on that play. Cam Ward back to pass. He's looking to throw, and we try to go deep there, and he just overthrows the one-on-one coverage. So 3rd and 17. Now, we are playing an actual user this time, and so I have to get back to used to playing real people. And right there, I could have gotten the ball to McCaffrey, but in doing so, I get sacked. So losing 17 yards on the opening drive is not ideal, but that is the reality of this drive. So here we go. He gets, none of our guys can really get to him and tackle because, we're the Browns. So here we go. He hands the ball off to Gibbs, and he gets a pretty good run there. So he has Daniel Jones as his starting quarterback. And right there, I did a run commit, and, well, that left Taysom Hill wide open for the touchdown. So I'm like, FML. Knowing that Gibbs was who I wanted to stop, I learned never, ever, ever use run commit unless you're on the goal line maybe. But here we are. We run back with 7-yard run there. Ward back to pass throws, connects over the middle, caught by David Njoku. So I'm like, okay, stay calm and just focus on slowly proceeding down the field. This time we do another screen, goes 3 yards this time, trying to get McCaffrey involved because he is the star player on this team. So Ward, I'm looking to throw, and I see Njoku, so good play there, and he goes down and gets a big chunk of yards right there. Ward hands the ball off to Judkins. Judkins gets about 7 on that play. And here we go. And Judkins again. He goes around the blockers. And here he goes. Runs it in for a touchdown. Quinshon Judkins. Very reliable running back in this franchise. So I tie the game up. I normally like to kick the ball off to start the game. Looks like he also chose to kick. And right there we miss I don't say Jared Goff. We missed Daniel Jones there. Should have had him sacked, but we didn't get him sacked. And here he is, overthrowing his receiver. Now you got Jones back to pass. We're converging on him, but right there, his receiver just totally makes a tight catch there. That should have been knocked out or something, but it is what it is. I mean, his guys caught everything. So here we are, 2nd and 13. And right there, we were able to make the tackle, so 3rd and 6. 3rd and 11 here now. Maybe missed a play there. And right there, again, just bad tackle on that one. That was my fault. But the first one, I'm like, this man coverage was not working against the Lions at all. He was able to take advantage of that numerous times. So Judkins gets a 4-yard rush after he goes up by 7. Here we go. We hand the ball off to McCaffrey. Beautiful run right there. So here we are trying to work our way down the field. Hand the ball off again to McCaffrey. Gets a run there. I wish he could have bounced off that hit, but he goes down for 4 yards. Right there, I try to throw a tight window there. McCaffrey cannot hang on. Drops were a thing in this game. Then I throw a tight throw there, but doesn't matter because Sutton, who's been complaining about not catching enough balls, drops one there. So I thought about going for it because he does get the ball at halftime. Then his network connectivity issues, which were an issue in this game where right there, I'm supposed to tackle Gibbs. I have 2 people on him, and he's able to get a 1-yard gain 1-yard loss as opposed to a much deeper loss. There he does a screen pass there for a few more yards. Then he goes and he throws and makes a short pass there, gains about 10 on that play. So he gets himself out of being backed up in his own 10-yard line. There he throws across the middle, and apparently my team doesn't do zones or man coverage well at all. And here we go, run to Gibbs. Personally, I feel like he mismanaged the clock in this situation. But right there, he throws a throw that should have been intercepted or swatted away, but it places right there for his receiver. So he should be able to get a field goal here. I don't know why my guy fell down. I was trying to power through the block, but, it is what it is. So 9 seconds to go. Max Crosby gets the sack. He has no timeouts left. He should have kicked the field goal, but he ends up still in the lead at halftime by 7. He gets the ball back, hands the ball off to Gibbs. We shut that down. Gibbs did not get a lot of running options here. He only ended up with like 22 yards in this game. It was just the passing attack that we were not able to stop. So you got 3rd and 10 right now. And he hands the ball off to Gibbs, and we are able to shut that down. So 4th and 8. Now this is our chance to try to go down the field and try to tie this game up. He has a very nice punt there. So instead of going into the end zone, he gets to bounce back for 13 yards on the 13-yard line. So we hand the ball off to McCaffrey again. Powers his way through multiple defenders. Love that guy. And then we hand the ball off, faked it to Judkins. And right there, people were in my face. Everything was covered. Lucky I only had 1 yard gain on that play. I'm using the 49ers playbook. And the 2 times I played against the computer, I used the Browns. And I think they have better, I like the playbook better with Cleveland. So there's a great run there by McCaffrey. Because I'm using the 49ers playbook because of McCaffrey. But they have a lot of like motions and stuff like that, which I don't normally play with. And so that was not wise of me, so I should have played that better. There I have the tight end screened and Njoku, so that gets us a 1st down. The drive's not terrible, but we need to do a little bit better. Right there, I try to needle it. He almost intercepted it. Guy couldn't keep his feet in bounds, so I lucked out there. But then Ward back to pass. I'm trying to find an option, rolling out. So I do see why, but I didn't see him lurking, and so he pulls off a good user interception there. So I should have been smarter about that. I mean, I thought I could have had more of a touch pass on it. And right there, almost sacked him, but ends up getting the interception right back. So kind of a messy game. I mean, for both of us, I just was a lot messier than him. But we have a nice interception there with my linebacker. And here we are trying to make something work, and I just lucky to throw it away there. Here we go trying to make another screen pass work, and nope, that was smothered. So 3rd and 16, I just do not want to lose the ball here. So I do throw it very riskily in that situation. So I kick the field goal down by 4 near the end of the 3rd quarter. And here we go, another run with Gibbs, and we shut it down. Again, Gibbs was not running against us at all. But there he does a little out route there, and Gibbs is gone. And this was killing me the entire game. Got lucky, you know what I mean? Just bad defense on my team's part, and big plays made us suffer. And so I try for a big play of my own, and McCaffrey drops the ball into the hands of what could have been an interception. I got lucky there. And here we are, man in my face, and I am right now spamming the throwaway button, and he just does not throw the ball away. So I am pissed, because that should not have been a 30-yard loss. Now, I was going to punt the ball, then I ended up just going for it anyways. And so I lobbed the ball down the field, and Parasol can't get to it, but his defender did. Now, I was not upset about that interception because he should have swatted the ball away. He would have been within my 20-yard line. But he decided to intercept it, so it was kind of like a punt that I didn't have. Now, here we go again, another deep throw, and we do actually get him out of bounds this time. But basically, he could do whatever he wanted. My defense was not doing shit against his receivers. But we are able to stop the short play there. And here he goes back to pass, and he throws wide there, and we shut that down. So 3rd and 15. There's Daniel Jones again, back to pass. He does a screen pass there, and we are able to snuff that out. Now we got the ball back, trying to get it to a one-possession game. I throw deep to Sutton, who was one-on-one coverage, but doesn't matter. It's intercepted. And at this point, FML, the game was kind of out of reach anyways. We are able to luckily get him down. So right here, instead of running down the clock, he's just going for the score. He has a good run there, but I expected more of like a drain the clock situation. There he runs it again. 2 minutes there. He's now starting to pass. This is where I remember him passing, where instead of draining the clock, he's passing it. He's trying to score another touchdown. So getting a little greedy there. But we are able to stop him. So it's 4th and 5. And instead of kicking the field goal, he wants to rub it in and score another touchdown. And he does, because, what's my team going to do about it? So here we are, 10 and 28. I'm trying to find something here. I just throw to the open person there for 4 yards. Then we have Ward looking to throw. I was going to throw to RB, but again, nothing was working for me. No one was open. So Ward back to pass again. I throw deep because I'm just trying to get something to happen, and nothing great. 4th and 6, back to pass, looking to throw, and I connect there with McCaffrey, so I keep the chains moving at least. Here we go, Ward back to pass, and I just get sacked. You know what I mean? It's just not my game, not my game. My team doesn't know how not to false start, so now we're back even further after the sack. I throw the ball there to McCaffrey, and he can't catch it. So it's 3rd and 24. We're back to pass, looking to throw. No one open, so I force it there. Now, of course, his defender can swat a pass. Mine can't. So we have Ward back to pass. This is on 4th and 24. Throwing it deep to Njoku, and he does a pass interference, so I'll take it. Too little, too late. So I've had a lot of deep throws that didn't go in my favor, but that one did. Now we chuck it up to McCaffrey, who comes down with it and gets the touchdown. 11 seconds ago, not much going on for me, but we get a touchdown there, so that at least makes me smile a little bit. Try for 2, doesn't work. Go for the onside kick, and even if I got it, the game's still over. And of course, instead of just kneeing the ball, the guy had to go and try to do another pad statting throw here. And so there we go. He gets his extra 20 yards there for Daniel Jones. So we fall to the Detroit Lions, going 3-1. Just not a good game for me. I mean, I was having buttons that weren't working. That's not the excuse. There's a lot more going on with my defense not guarding anybody. But I have to get used to playing online again, because when you're connecting with somebody else is always a little funky. But yeah, you go. That's the game. I'll see you in the next one.